What is going on YouTube? So beside me is a very, very important car. This is the Toyota Sequoia. Their all new product that has been 15 years in the making. Yes, for reference, I was in kindergarten when this 2007 previous generation model came out. Now, of course, there is a ton of hype around this new Sequoia model. And what we're going to do today is take a quick first look at it. We don't have a ton of information about it, but we want to show you what you're going to get with this fully loaded Sequoia capstone, and if you should buy this over a Chevy Tahoe. So guys, let's start out with the design of this all-new Sequoia model. This, of course, is a very striking vehicle. It does have a lot of similarities with that Toyota Tundra that just came out, and we do have a review of that new Tundra capstone on our channel right now. But let's talk about some of the individual design elements that you're going to get. Up here in the capstone model, we do have this grille area right here. This is going to be a full chrome setup. As you can see, it does have a lot of intricate shapes going on in here. It has a really premium and nice design. And you're also going to notice this right here. We have the blue Toyota badge. That's going to signify that this is hybrid only. I will talk about that just a little bit later in this video. Then coming around to our headlights, let's talk about this. We do have LED headlights, of course, standard equipment. This is going to be the same setup that you see in the Tundra. This is a projector style. We have the nice daytime running light, and we also have dynamic turn signals. This is a functional vent right here. And then if we drop down in the lower area, you will have LED fog lamps as well. And then coming around to the side design of this new Sequoia, these are going to be some very captivating wheels. These are the same 22-inch diamond cut alloy wheels that we've seen on that new Tundra capstone model. These, of course, are beautiful, beautiful wheels. Now, other models will have 20-inch wheels. These are going to be the biggest that you can get in any Sequoia model. We also have body color lower panels here to give this a nice and premium, elegant look. We have our iForce Max badge here at the top. Once again, we'll talk about that a little later. We're also going to have chrome capped mirrors. We have LED turn signal indicators, auto dimming, as well as power folding and blind spot monitoring. Coming down, we have capstone branding. This is the Mac Daddy capstone model. But let's talk about the side. Of course, that is going to be a big area for departure of this all-new Sequoia model because this is the new model. Design-wise, we have a really big, boxy shape. Now let's talk about the back of the all-new Sequoia. This, of course, is going to have a very nice squared-off design, and I really have to say, this is a good-looking product. In person, it looks so good. It has a lot of the signature Toyota elements, but they have put a lot of modern touches in here to just make it upscale and modern, of course. So in the middle here, we have our silver badging here. This is, of course, the capstone model. Off to the side, we're going to have taillights. These are going to be full LED taillights. We also have the dynamic turn signal going on back here. And then coming down, we have Sequoia spelled out across the back. I really like this design touch. It gives it a very premium, nice vibe. And then coming down to this lower area, you're going to notice that we don't have like an integrated exhaust outlet. I'm honestly kind of surprised to not see that on the Sequoia. We do have an exhaust outlet coming over here on the left side though. Now, as far as your towing, Toyota is quick to point out that this Sequoia can tow up to 9,000 pounds. Now, as important as the outside is for a large luxury SUV, the inside is definitely going to be more important for all three rows. So let's go ahead and get in here. We do have power deploying running boards. This particular model right here is out of battery, so they're not going to deploy down, but it does have power deploying running boards, at least for this capstone model. And then let's go ahead and check out the door trim and some of the materials that you're going to get for this capstone. We have beautiful material selection. We have leather on the upper portion. We have some ambient lighting, which you're starting to be able to see in the dark here. We have this white leather padded armrest. All four windows are going to be fully automatic. We have American walnut wood open pour. We have a lot of door storage, and we're also going to have this nice silver speaker grille. It is not metal, but it does have a really nice look to it. We also have two-person memory seating. Now, turning our attention towards the seats themselves, for this Sequoia, we are going to have the beautiful color combination that we've seen on the Tundra capstone. So we have the black bottom, we have the white top. This is going to be semi-aniline leather. It is absolutely a gorgeous seat, and it is also very highly adjustable. We have a four-way lumbar support, as well as all this, plus a thigh extension in the end. But let's go ahead and hop in here. Now, up on the top, we do have a leather-wrapped assist grab here. And then just looking at the interior itself, it is a beautiful place to spend time. Now, shutting it up and getting a look in the inside. Of course, this is a super luxury place to spend time. Up on the dashboard, we have full leather up here at the top. We have our capstone branding, and as you can see, it is illuminated with some ambient lighting up underneath of that. Very bougie touch. And then coming down, we have more of this beautiful walnut wood in the middle trim here, as well as that. We also have some more white leather for your armrest. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the key for this particular Sequoia, so we can't fire up all the electronics. But do know this is pretty much the exact same cabin that you're going to get in the Tundra Capstone. We do have a review of that on our channel if you want to see all of those electronics lit up. But I will go ahead and summarize for you. We have a digital gauge cluster here for this Capstone model. We're also going to have a power adjusting steering wheel column, as well as a standard heated steering wheel for this Capstone. It's leather wrapped, has that newest Toyota design that has a squared off look. Over here on the sides, we have some of our other controls, and then we are also going to have rain sensing wipers. And then for your storage, that is of course an important part for a 3-row SUV like this. You can slide this part back. That gives you a little bit of access into this area. And then if we open the full shebang up, as you'll see, there is a lot of space in here. It's even sectioned off. We have a USB type A, USB type C. We have all of these little storage cubbies. Tons of space in this all new Sequoia. Pop this open, we have cup holders inside, and then we're also going to have a wireless phone charger right here. You can also expect to see a really high resolution 360-degree camera, which of course wasn't available on the previous version of the Sequoia, and you will also have their new trailer backup assistance system to make it a lot easier. We're also going to have heated as well as ventilated seats here in the front, and this is the 14-inch display. There is a lot of really cool high-tech features. Expect wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Then up here at the top, we have a rear view mirror. It is also going to be the camera style, so if you just flip that back, it will go ahead and show you the camera feed. We have HomeLink garage door openers in that as well. And then check out this. We have the awesome Panoramic Moonroof. I know we've been waiting on that for a long time in the Sequoia model. It is going to be in this one, and it is very large. And then hopping into the second row of this all-new Sequoia, wow, wow, wow. I have to say I'm very, very impressed. This is a very comfortable and spacious space to spend time. Now, of course, we don't have the full specs, so I can't say how much legroom this is going to have. All I can say is it seems very competitive to the Chevy Tahoe. We've reviewed that car quite a few times, and as you can see, I have a lot of space with the seat slid most of the way back. In addition to that, we are also going to have a lot of features going on, at least for this Capstone model, and I suspect the other ones will as well. We have cup holders here in the center. We drop down below that. We have our own climate controls, and we're also going to have this really nice touch. We have heated and ventilated second row seats. You know, that is, of course, a very bougie touch that you really don't see. The Tahoe does not have that, so that's quite nice. We also have a household style outlet as well as 2 USB ports down here. Now, in the middle here, we have our captain's chairs, and then we have a little bit of storage area back here, but let's go ahead and hop into that third row. Now, the third row, of course, is very important, and I'm very curious to get back here as well. They do have this one-touch folding mechanism to get back here, so that's definitely an improvement. So let's hop on back. Similar to what you see in the Land Cruiser. And then sitting in the third row itself, I know it's going to be a little bit dark for you to be able to see the amount of space back here. Toyota is throwing in a sliding third row. That is the big deal in this third row, is that it can slide forward and back 6 inches. So that is, of course, a unique feature that is not offered on any of the competition. However, I am noticing the thigh support is a little bit lacking. You know, you do have that traditional body-on-frame design. You don't have the independent rear suspension, so that's definitely going to cost you a little bit of thigh support as opposed to a Chevy Tahoe or Escalade or whatever you're comparing this to. Now, as far as other features, we do have a rear window sunshade even here on the third row, and we're also going to have vents as well as some LED lighting. In addition to that, we can also recline these seats back. So I'm going to recline it on back and take a nap. It's been a long day. Alrighty guys, but we saved the best for last. Let's go ahead and talk about this powertrain powering this all-new Sequoia model. So opening this up, you're probably going to notice this right here. This is their new iForce Max hybrid powertrain. Now this of course is going to be shared with that we've seen on the new Tundra. So it's going to be the 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 making 437 horsepower, 583 pound-feet of torque. Now the big news about this Sequoia model is that this is actually the standard powertrain. And that is something worth noting because stuff like the Chevy Tahoe, its main competitor, does come standard with that 5.3 liter V8 that has quite a bit less power than this model right here. And this model even has more power than the 6.2 liter offered on the Tahoe. Now, in addition to that, you will have a 10-speed automatic transmission routing that to the ground. You have standard 2-wheel drive, optional 4-wheel drive. And then, as far as your fuel economy, Toyota has not released those figures yet. However, you can expect that this would get pretty good fuel economy because this is a hybrid after all. And in a few days, we'll be able to talk about the Toyota Tundra numbers. All right, guys, so I would love to show you the cargo department, but unfortunately, there's been so many different people get into this Sequoia that the battery died and it's no longer letting me in the trunk. So that's unfortunate, but it does have a lot of cool stuff back there. It does have a customizable shelf. Toyota is throwing a lot of different innovation into things. And we also have a poppable rear glass. So I know a lot of you guys are gonna be excited about that. It's the buttons right here. I can prove that it does have that glass, but we'll have to save the cargo department for a later. Oh, actually, oh, amazing. It does open up. So that was a surprise. So here is the cargo shelf. You can kind of look inside and see what this is designed for. The shelf is really best used, so you can just throw stuff in right here and have stuff underneath. That's a really nice touch. I will point out though that these third row seats do not fold flat, so that is something to keep in mind. Now you might be curious, Mason, is there any pricing and when is this going to be on sale? The pricing has not been released yet. That will be released closer to the on-sale date, and the on-sale date is going to be this summer. So you're not going to have to wait a ton of time to get behind the wheel of the Sequoia. It's not going to be released at the current moment, of course, but it's only going to be a few months more out. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. We really appreciate you making it this far in our quick look at this all-new Sequoia model. Go check out some of our other content and also follow us on TikTok and Instagram. We'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.